Well, the holiday parties will be here before you know it, so how would you like to lose up to 40 pounds before then? Well, our next guest says that it is possible. He says you can do it through his program called Nutrimost.
Please welcome Dr. Jon Thomas back to the show, Director of Vibrant Life Health Centers.
Thanks for having me, for sure.
Appreciate you being here again. And you say Nutrimost has changed lives.
It has transformed lives, absolutely.
How so?
You know, when you talk about the transformation of a life, when you talk about weight loss programs, there's a lot of options out there. But when you're on those programs, it's the big question. Do you lose water weight, muscle mass, or what are you really losing? When you go through a program like this, you're transforming how your body is functioning completely. So there's no situation where you're just going to starve and suffer through a process where you're going to lose some pounds, whether it be water weight or muscle mass, but it will also be going through the process of transforming. Much like these patients, when you see these values on here, this is actually fat that they've lost off their body, not just what's on the scale. And so when you talk about that, this program really puts your body in a sense of fat burn and balancing out the metabolism so it's a permanent change.
How does this happen? How are you able to do this through your program?
You know, what we do is we go through 5 essential keys on their body to approach it. We actually do pH balancing and cellular hydration in the body. We go through a process where we're going through and making sure the cellular structure is balanced in the organs and the hormones. So you have that type of thing with the technology that we have. We have a nutritional detoxification. There's a proprietary approach to how we set your metabolism to control when we're done so that you never go back up. It's a permanent change. And through the way that we deliver it with doctor supervision, it's a home run every time.
And the calls and stuff that are coming, it's a very body positive program that you put together. Now, the technology you use, how do you figure out for each, because everybody's different. Everybody's body, chemical makeup is different. How do you figure out for each person what is best for them? You know,
it's amazing because we use that cellular scanning system that we have, the technology that we have is cellular scanning. It goes through and it really understands exactly how your body relates to its environment. You know, I brought some examples. If you take a look at the broccoli and the apple, your body and your cell structure is going to respond to these completely different as you eat this. What you would do and what you would do would be completely different. For example, I have a 45-year-old female patient. If she eats this, she's going to go up 2 or 3 pounds at least, if not even 4 pounds the next day.
Wow.
Because it completely shuts down how her body functions and it goes through the process of shutting down fat burn.
That's not what I've been told about vegetables.
I know, exactly,
My
right?
mom told me growing up to eat it.
But everybody's different. As a whole, this is a great thing to eat, but there's certain people that have a response in the cell structure that shuts it off. How do you know? You won't know until you go through a process where you understand completely what that is. Understanding, and that cellular frequency technology that we have evaluates every single factor in your body for fat burn, for fat metabolism, and for fat storage, leaving no stone unturned as to what we have to do to get your body into that zone of fat burn.
It's impressive. The technology that you're talking about, I've seen the device, you brought it in before, they put their hand on it and this reads, what does it read in our bodies?
It's that resonant frequency. If I could explain it in liaison terms, resonant frequency is how your cells communicate to each other. It's how they talk, and it's how they talk to the outside world. So like an example with this broccoli, if you take a bite of that, your cell structure has a response to it. Now we can actually go through the process of testing your body through that hand cradle and establishing what is exactly the things that your body is out of balance with and how to make that actually corrected. So we can go through the process and develop specific formulations for your body specifically that will address the imbalances and unlock your body's potential to burn fat and control its metabolism like it should be doing.
And do people need to take shots, supplements? What should they expect?
No, there are no shots. There's some supplements for sure with this program that you have to do, but we actually utilize the supplements that we know that are for you. You know, there's not a cookie cutter package of supplements that you're going to get. It's very specific to the body chemistry, the organs that are out of balance, and what you need to balance out the biomarkers in your body.
And we talked about this, the calls, obviously every week you get more and more calls, and I find this so fascinating, and I keep bringing it, you know, that you are personally in contact with each of these people.
Yes.
Because you are caring about their specific needs, and you're actually texting them back when they text you.
Yes, I'm texting people all day long, for sure. Through the office hours, in the late hours. It starts at about 5 a.m. It goes until about 10:30 at night. It's not a problem. It's very simple because, you know, I want to make sure that my patients are getting the maximum impact, and I don't want them to make a mistake going along the way. And there's no cookie cutter, like I've said, there's no cookie cutter program that'll do that. You've got to be there and actually adjust things if they need to be adjusted for that particular person. So yes, it's a very personalized touch that we do in our office.
Are there, well, we can talk about this another time when we have more time, but I want to know about some like strange strange calls that have come in. You can probably get some interesting texts or something from people, but we'll talk about those another time.
All right. Well, thank you to Vibrant Life Health Center, of course, for coming on and sponsoring this segment. You can learn more by visiting vlhcjax.com, or you can call the office. The number is there on your screen, 904-683-8177.